dog sight. Tell them been in that living room all white. I'm up all night, season ends while niggas sleeping. Lost so many guys, guess why I'm breathing. We keep it strong as the name live on, like if they was never gone. Mind blown, and even my head is sin.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Grit Culture. Please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe. Subscribe. You get these numbers up. So I got the story out of New Zealand that's circulating right now that I saw on social media. Apparently, Knives, a specific supermarket, has chosen to ban knife sales following an attack. Crazy man claiming to be a part of following the ideologies of ISIS, which is American funded. They went crazy, went to a supermarket and started stabbing up some folks. 6 people were injured, 3 of them critically injured and taken to the hospital. So the name of the supermarket is called Countdown down there in New Zealand. If anybody's not familiar with the country of New Zealand, it's right off the coast of Australia. It's not a part of Australia. It's actually a part of a sunken continent. It's actually a part of a sunken continent from millions of years ago, aptly named Zealandia. So I guess y'all can pretty much guess where the name New Zealand came from. But so yeah, this supermarket decided that they want to ban all sales. They want to take it off of their they want to take knives off of their shelves. And so it's got a lot of people talking about, more, bans and overreach and how crazy it is. And I'll say this. It sounds very nonsensical. Especially, I don't know what it looks like. I'm all the way here in America, thousands and thousands of miles away. So I don't know what their inventory looks like, but best believe if they're selling something else sharp in that store, this is an extremely bonehead move. Now, it's clearly, it's clearly a virtue signal. Person can go to another store easily and buy a knife, but I guess they don't want to be connected to anything like that. But it's just it's a complete knee-jerk reaction. But nonetheless, of course, New Zealand does have, gun laws. They don't completely restrict guns, but they have gun laws there. They don't allow any, assault rifles or anything like that. They've banned, and they've also banned AR pistols. So, countries like that, we fight that type of stuff here in America, and hoping that you don't run into a situation, never ever run into a situation like what's going on in Afghanistan right now when the whole Taliban takeover. I'm pretty sure those citizens there wish they had a large arsenal at their disposal, right? So, anything that happens somewhere else can definitely happen to you. We're only split up by countries, but it's on your turf. Those are human beings just like us. So it can definitely happen to you. It can definitely hit your doorstep. But the supermarket has every right to make this decision, no matter how arbitrary it is. You know, will it stop? Will it stop? Will it stop, you know, somebody coming in and deciding they want to stab up a bunch of people at random, you know, any other time? No, it won't. No, it won't. Just like gun bans, while, you know, gun bans can, you know, probably decrease gun violence in certain avenues. The numbers have shown that it's not a mass decrease. It's not a big decrease, especially when you take into account the fact that criminals are still getting them on the streets when we go off America's stats. Now, Australia, places like Australia, yeah, they haven't had a lot of mass shooting like America has. So, you know, I don't know what it looks like as far as the importation and different things like that. But the folks here, they're getting their hands on guns, regardless. You know, the same way, you know, just like that J.P. Morgan boat had them 20 tons of cocaine on it. The news story just got swept to the side. You know, best believe that same thing's been happening. It's been happening with guns for years. So, but they can make this decision. That's what it's all about. You know, if you're looking at this from a American standpoint, or even, you know, just a natural right standpoint, they can do whatever they want to do, no matter how arbitrary it is. It's just like mandatory jabs. Government can't make that decision. I mean, even though they go ahead and do it, but it's against their law. It's against the law, and it's against natural law. But your company can make that decision, despite how arbitrary it is, given what we know that people who are still jabbed still carry the same viral load and have the same amount of transmissibility as somebody else. So it takes away that whole argument where they use, you know, where they use the small numbers, the small numbers of people who are vulnerable, who can't be vaccinated. They use the outliers, people who have different conditions and stuff. So, but that's all I want to say about this. It's nothing, you know, it's silly, but nothing to, you know, nothing to go crazy about. But we do know, I don't know if New Zealand's taking part of this, but we do know all the crazy stuff that's been happening in Australia. And Australia's they've always used the Australian as an example of how America's supposed to move all of these years. And we were seeing what happened last year, where they were on 23-hour lockdowns. It's like a big prison. And they put these folks on lockdown again and just went through all type of just insane measures, man. Just violating these people's freedoms. But, you know, we'll learn one day. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Give me your thoughts. And I'm going to holler at y'all later.